Three of them trying to go the distance on the opening drive. There's Kittle. He's got it. Niners go 95 on their first drive of the season.
Pretty easy call there.
Got all the big guys in here on first down and goal. Charbonnet, touchdown Seattle. They go to the ground for their first touchdown of the year, and a quick response from the Seahawks.
Yeah, so now we've seen each team take the ball the length of the field and have their drives kept alive by a defensive penalty. So,
he swinged out into the end zone, wasn't open. Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy lofts one. It is Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Tonjes, who had never caught a pass in the NFL, has caught 3 today, including the go-ahead touchdown with 1:34 left.
Wow. What a play by Purdy. Nobody happier in this stadium than George Kittle. Unbelievable job. He's got no shot.
Wilson 15 out of 18. Robinson's been his favorite target. From the 29, a first down throw. Look at end zone. There's Malik Neighbors. There's a touchdown for New York. 29 yards. Wilson to Neighbors for the Giants' first touchdown of the year. Glorious 3-penalty play on the Giants. It's just a wash. Go to the 3rd and 9 again.
This is incredible.
Yeah, that's one word for it. Prescott out of an empty set. Cowboys have not found the end zone since their second drive of the year, when it was like, man, these guys are unstoppable. Hard count. Flag flies. Free play. End zone. Turpin. Touchdown Cowboys. Well, he was allowed to take a risk there, knowing that it was a free play. Zipped it through for a Turpin touchdown.
Offside. Defense number 95. Penalty decline. Result of the play, touchdown.
So Cavante Turpin.
They're going to call it every time.
First down from the 30. Handoff to Javonte Williams. Squeezed his way through. End zone ahead. Dallas takes the lead. Javonte Williams from 30 yards. His 3rd touchdown of the season already.
Well, that's the physicality, the toughness. 1st and goal.
Can they finish it off? Wilson's back in. Scatterby still at running back. He's got it straight ahead for the New York touchdown, and his first in the NFL. Giants back in front. Cam Scatterby back in the building where he started in the Big 12 championship less than a year ago. Having his breakout game, his 2nd one in the league. And again, this drive began at the 40-yard line. The combination of the penalty and
then try to jumpstart my unit.
6:20 to go. 2nd and goal. Sanders again with a seam and a touchdown. Untouched in for the lead.
Now another great use of motion. Very similar concept to the earlier touch.
Wilson going end zone. Robinson. Perfect throw. Touchdown New York. On 4th down, 32 yards to Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants jump back in front with 2:40.
you got to call whatever your best play is that will result in the touchdown.
It's a pass. End zone. Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yep.
George Pickens gives the Cowboys the lead. NFL history in fourth quarter comebacks. Can he add another? From the Dallas 48. Wilson protected. Heaving one. Wants Neighbors. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown Giants. He dropped it in the bucket from 48. Vintage Russell Wilson. Giants lead with 25 seconds.
And this is a big extra point now by Graham Gano. Dallas still has all 3 timeouts, but how many times have we said they brought Russell Wilson here for his leadership?
The real time probably didn't look like much, but it was a false start.
Run it again right here. They got a first down with it. Now they get a touchdown. Eagles take advantage of the interception and find the end zone first.
Well, there you go. They're now 6 for 6 in the red zone to start this 2025 season, and just goes to out of 3 wide receiver sets is very unique on early downs in the league.
Fake to Corum. Stafford a deep drop. Looking long. Wants Davante Adams. End zone. He's got it. The Rams hook up on another deep shot. 44-yard touchdown. Stafford to Davante Adams. It's what they've done better than anybody in the NFL through 2 games is a fumble. And here are the Rams first down at the 10. The one problem for the Rams in the first half, they couldn't score once they got into the red zone. Here they go to Kyron Williams. He's in for the touchdown. Play action, 1 play. They find the end zone after it eluded them in the red zone in the first half.
Yeah, there's something about this play that defenses forever just have a hard
Former who's out there defended by a guy who's 5'10", 180. Out of the gun. Hurts has got it. Touchdown Philadelphia. They attack downfield. Voila. 33-yard touchdown for the tight end.
And aside from that resulting in a touchdown, what I like, I think the Rams do a good job seeing through those things and identifying them.
Second down. Brown end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. Darius Williams asking for a flag. He won't get it. And A.J. Brown has his first touchdown of the year.
Top of the screen, one-on-one.
With Kobe Durant, he's got a huge size advantage on him. Here we go, 4th and goal. Room in the middle there. Does Hurts use his legs? He'll look to throw. To the sideline, it's Smith. He's got it. Touchdown Philly. All the way back to take the lead.
He just looks across the field and just says, all right, what matchup do I like the best? And it's been so much of A.J. Brown.
98, the man that blocked it last time, right in the middle. From 44. Joshua Carty has it blocked again! This time Jordan Davis. The big man looks for the icing on one big cake. Eagles hang on.
We've seen a lot of crazy endings, buddy, and I'm not sure we've seen back. They come away and say, okay, but we don't have Aaron Rodgers, one of the best red zone passers in football for a long time.
To the ground here. Gainwell is in for the Pittsburgh touchdown.
I'll tell you what, a lot of the questions coming in here to week 4 around this Steelers offense, at least for now, they've answered them, because that is a quintessential Steelers offense.
In his 21st season, first one with the Steelers. And coming off a 6-for-6 drive. He'll throw to begin this drive, and it's DK Metcalf. He's in the loose. There goes DK. A block from Austin. Inside the 5. Into the end zone. 80-yard touchdown. Rodgers to Metcalf.
Welcome name in the backfield for a lot of Steelers fans. That guy was pretty good.
He was the best at that. He went back there all day until it developed. Here's Gainwell, left side, and in for his second touchdown. Off of the Watt interception, the Steelers take advantage of the short field.
Yeah, nice job. Nice play design there. You keep Spencer Anderson. He reported eligible again. But instead of running behind him like on the play before, they put him at right tight end.
Being first for every quarterback, and especially for him, comes and goes still at this stage of his career. They're down and 4. Must-score drive here for the Vikings. Running out of time, down 3 scores. Wentz will step up and throw to the end zone. It's a touchdown. First for Xavier Scott in his NFL career, and first of the day for Minnesota.
It's a great job.
Vikings 3 to snap it. 4th down and goal. Wentz rolls. Wentz will dump it off for Jalen Naylor, and the Vikings do find the end zone. It's a touchdown, and it's a 1-score game with 2 minutes left.
Well, I'll tell you what, they needed their best play. They got it, because this play design by Kevin O'Connell was awesome. Jalen Naylor, he started all the way on the backside and ran behind the line of scrimmage and became the front side flat outlet, the quarterback. But you do want to mix up who rushes and who drops. That time just gets a little lost in space.
Komet, the tight end, in there as a fullback to lead the way from Monungai, who's got a seam, and he's got a touchdown. Kyle Monungai carrying the momentum from Cincy back in front of his home fans.
Now, partner, you called Cole Komet at fullback. Wait till you see this block on Drew Phillips. There's some confusion.
Extra offensive lineman in the game for the Giants. 3rd down, it is Dart, and Jackson darts in for the Giants touchdown. Got him down there with his arm, finishes the drive with his legs.
Today, he has as many under center completions as he had in the previous 6 weeks combined, so clearly emphasized.
He's got it right here, and he's got another touchdown. Jackson Dart from 24 yards. His second rushing touchdown of the day, and the Giants find the end zone right out of the break.
And that's why teams typically want to down 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. He's been great on this drive.
Clock winds under 4. End zone wide open. Odunze for the Bears touchdown. In Chicago, not finished yet. Longest run of Caleb Williams' career, 29 yards, sets up the touchdown pass. And the first touchdown for the Bears since midway through the 1st quarter. This is what they've done. Close game
done in regulation. Selling for overtime seems like a secondary thought.
And not wanting to put it on the foot of your kicker on a windy day here. 2nd down, a fake, a boot. Williams running. Caleb Williams into the end zone. Did he stay in bounds? Still no signal. Now they say yes, a touchdown, 17 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. A shanked punt, and then a minute later, the Bears have come all the way back, and this is 4th and goal. They run it with Williams, and he's got a touchdown. LA finally cracks through. Kyron Williams on the board first.
All right, so the first couple downs, Sean McVay puts on a bunch of big bodies. We've talked about these three.
This is the other team to put the guys on the field that you want them to have on the field, that you can beat. Stafford has Adams this time. It's a touchdown with a flag down. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage. This time Adams beat Woolen. Let's see what the call is.
I think this is going to be on Seattle. I think they lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense number 7. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
And the 1,000th catch of Davante Adams' career.
It's been a great day out of 11 for the Rams.
Bootleg, Stafford has Parkinson. Colby Parkinson breaks a tackle and another for a touchdown. Against his old team, Parkinson's in. And the Rams waste no time taking advantage of their third interception of Sam Darnold today.
Tayakata, the safeties in coverage, missed tackles here, line up and try to punch it in. 2.5 minutes to go.
It's Walker. It is a touchdown, the first of the day for the Seahawks. Wiggle room is gone, and they finally find the end zone. It's a one-score game with 2:23 to play. Love 3 for 3 on this opening drive. Emmanuel Wilson, who got his first touchdown of the season last week. Straight ahead, got hit at the line, kept on churning and got in. Green Bay in the end zone on their first drive of the day.
Blake Cashman has him dead to rights in the hole, and Wilson just runs him over. They're in position and just put your team in such a bad spot on the road.
Second and goal. Wilson again reaches for the goal line. Packers make him pay. Second touchdown for Emmanuel Wilson. And it's a 2-score lead for Green Bay. And it's the second week in. He rolls, he's pressured, he's in trouble, heaves it up, oh no! Ernest Jones, house call! He will take it all the way! A game-changing play from Ernest Jones. 84 yards and no flags. DeMarcus Lawrence was there to wreak havoc. Ernest Jones, the beneficiary.
Well, some less.
Bills ahead of the Steelers. 19-0 here in Seattle. 2nd and 6 for the Seahawks. Charbonnet again. Over the left side. Breaks a tackle. Gallops free. Touchdown. First one of the day for the Seahawks offense.
I can tell you what. Kubiak and Sam Darnold and this entire offense, they're going to walk in the locker room after this game and say, all right, we feel a little bit better. And I know it's both to maximize offensive possessions and also to control the weather and the direction come the second half.
First down and goal for the Bengals on the 14th play of the drive. It's Brown trying to find daylight. Burrows ahead, still goes, and finds the end zone. What a statement of a drive for Cincy to start the day. A 14-play march and a Chase Brown touchdown. Wow.
That's why you take the ball.
5 of 7. 2nd and 3. Burrow lofting end zone. Higgins, did he get his feet in? He did. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins back in a big way. 21 yards, they say.
Kickoff rules, inclement, you give up a lot of field position.
Put it in Allen's hands, ask him to make something happen. He scrambles. Nobody open, backs up, heaves, end zone. He threaded it through there for a touchdown to Shakir. How in the world did he get it through?
Tell you what, we're seeing two quarterbacks play the position in the snow, in 25 degrees, 5 yards short.
33-yard penalty right there. Makes it first down and goal. Burrow looking in zone. First read taken away. Throwing to the pylon, a diving catch inside the 1 for Chase Brown. Is inside the end zone, dove out of it to pull it in, and it's 2nd and goal right at the doorstep.
Some of these throws that
Different look in his eye. Second and goal, back to the air. Allen to the end zone. Kincaid, touchdown Bills. Dalton Kincaid back in the lineup. He's got a touchdown. Felt like a drive that the Bills had to have a score. And Chase one-on-one to the top against Benford. Burrow throws back that way. Touchdown. Gesicki came loose. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the year.
Buffalo dials up an all-up pressure. This time, nobody drops.
5 today, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He's pressured. He's got a ton of room. There goes Josh Allen through the snow into the end zone. Touchdown Bills, 40 yards.
Well, there's quarterback rush lanes, and then there's this. Josh Allen hit
5, reaching 1,000. From the 33. Oh my goodness! Look out here! Christian Benford, gift wrapped the other way. Touchdown! What just happened? 67 yards. Christmas comes early for Christian Benford and the Buffalo Bills, who lead this game for the first time.
I just don't think Joe Burrow got.
All right, so here we go. 4th down and goal. Allen has thrown for 2. He's run for 1 today. Out of the I formation. He looks to throw. He pumps. He throws. He's got a touchdown. He's got Jackson Hawes.
Just no pass rush whatsoever. We got Snow Angels in the end zone. Cincinnati does a great job defending the initial. Just can't quite hang on.
9 out of 11 on 3rd down in this game. You need more than just a 3rd down conversion, though, quickly. Down 2 scores. Into the blitz. Wants T. Higgins. He's got him. Higgins fights through contact for the touchdown. 2nd one of the day, and T. Higgins returned from the injury. He catch that thing with one hand. I mean, he had Tre'Davious White all over him and still made it look easy. Within 6 games in a year. And that was back in his very first year as a head coach in 1994, that 1 year with the Jets. 2nd and goal. Shovel pass, Dallas Goedert. How do you like that, Greg Olsen? A little shovel to the tight end for the day's first score.
Yeah, it's a great play design. Heavy box.
Sirianni's team trying to finish it off with a touchdown. 1 for 2 in red zone trips. 1st and goal inside the 3. Barkley in. Touchdown Eagles. And a good sign that Saquon Barkley's back in there after dealing with something physically at the start of the drive. Plunges in for his 6th touchdown of the year.
Now, the last couple weeks, we've heard Nick Sirianni and then Kevin Patullo. He said it to us again. He's like, you got to get back to playing with some joy. Establish how you're going to use your backs and your tight ends to protect your edges. It's just there's so many layers to NFL football, and frankly, that's what makes it so fun.
Shovel pass. Already got a touchdown on this today. Make it 2. Dallas Goedert high stepping in.
Goddard's a drop away from having 3 of the easiest touchdowns of his career. He got the shovel to get the game started down on the goal line, and then, of course, the one that went off his hands. But then, man, he is just
Raiders looking at an 8th straight loss. 3rd and 5. Hurts delivers. Brown touchdown. 27 yards. Frozen rope from Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. How about that? A downfield shot over the middle of the field.
Yeah, it feels like between getting Saquon Barkley going on.
Alert, feed me.
5 touchdowns caught behind the line of scrimmage.
9 total this year. Hurts looks to throw. Sideline touchdown. Devontae Smith hangs on to this one. He had a touchdown pop out of his hands earlier on this drive, but he squeezes this one, and the Eagles take the lead.
It's the offensive guard to the right. That is a big-time goal line play.
They keep on pounding away. Krosky Merritt stacked up again by Jordan Davis. Second effort to the goal line, and he is.
Guess it depends when they say his forward.
He's in.
Yeah.
He was out, he was in, he's in officially. Well, initial surge was stopped by Davis, but Krosky Merritt kept on battling, and Washington's back in front.
What had always been the ace in the hole for this Eagles offense, he showed you the numbers in the first half. This season, just not nearly as effective.
And domino effect to everything. One to snap it, they just barely get it off. Hurts steps up, rips it, end zone, Goddard, touchdown Philly. Wow, on their last breath of the drive, Jalen Hurts finds Goddard from 15.
That's as good a throw. Barkley, north and south, contacting, running through at that linebacker depth.
The Eagles, after going 0 for their first 4 on 3rd down, have converted their last 4. Barkley again cuts it back. Stays on his feet. Saquon Barkley's in. A hard-fought touchdown.
Well, there you go. All right, there's a boom or bust element to this run game. But it's clear, if you get Saquon Barkley into the secondary, into the 2nd and 3rd level.
Bigsby again. Block from Goddard. Tank Bigsby, there he goes. Touchdown Philadelphia. On the verge of a 2nd straight division title.
And look at the first guy off the sideline to celebrate. The explosive run by Saquon Barkley lets his partner Bigsby finish it off, and that's the exclamation point on their way to a back-to-back division title.
Eagles to wrap up. It's Chris Rodriguez. Stepped out of a tackle and got in for the touchdown. Rodriguez, who hardly played his first 2 seasons in the NFL, kept on working, kept on waiting for his chance, and has emerged here in his 3rd year for the Commanders.
Washington will clearly keep their offense on the field, try downhill slashing. You might get contact on him, but there's going to be a lot of yards after that initial contact. That's his strength.
Getting no Michael Pittman down here, biggest target in this situation. Out of the gun, they hand it to Taylor, who finds a hole and has a touchdown. His NFL leading 18th rushing touchdown this year, and it's all Colts in the first half of this one.
That's a pretty impressive drive.
Third and 3, Lawrence pressured. Lawrence breaks through. He'll run it. Touchdown Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence sneaks through, avoids the sack, and finds the end zone. That's his 8th rushing touchdown this year. That tops the total from the previous 2 years put together.
As a young receiver in this league,
Liam Cohen said he's had a look in his eye the last couple weeks. 1st and goal for the Jags. Quarterback draw. Trevor Lawrence, 2nd time today. A rushing touchdown. 1st time today, Jacksonville leads. A couple weeks.
Gotta wonder if they got a play action of some sort. Every time he's under center, it's been a run. There you go.
First pass from under center, and Mo Alley Cox makes the catch for the touchdown. Yes, the 16th time that they had been under center in the 3 games with Phillip Rivers. Stevenson had 2 touchdowns in that win against the Jets last week. 2 carries to open the game, gets a break. The rookie Henderson comes in, and Travion straight ahead. 3 plays, 3 runs, touchdown. Bang! Wow!
Well, now the Drake May haters out there are now going to try to use this against them in the MVP.
He never even throws the ball.
He doesn't even need to do anything. How New England has attacked them here early.
Putting a couple things on tape on this drive for the playoffs, huh?
Throw it to him.
Motions out. Give it to him. MVP case. Instead, Stevenson. Both running backs with a touchdown. 2 drives, 2 scores for New England.
Josh McDaniels, he's just in his bag right now. He can call pass, he can call trick plays, he can call conventional run. Now he goes.
Second time inside the 10 for the Dolphins, still looking for their first points. Ingold motions on the boot. Ewers lofting to a wide open man in the end zone. Touchdown. It's Malik Washington. Quinn Ewers has started this game 9 for 10, and the Dolphins offense having no problem moving up and down the field. This time they finish off the drive with a score.
Man, are they as good as their record? And my answer to that is this is pro ball. Someone's not playing in the SEC and someone's in the Sun Belt. This is all NFL rosters.
3rd and 2. May's got Stevenson. Touchdown. First touchdown pass of the day for Drake May. And Ramondre Stevenson, for the 2nd week in a row, has 2. 1 on the ground and 1 through the air.
10 in draft and free agent capital, so the ability to build around a young premier elite quarterback is very promising for the future in New England.
Stevenson again. Ramondre Stevenson has his 3rd touchdown of the game. Bursting through for 35.
Well, and on top of all of that, they find their run game in the last week of the season. This combination, Travion Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, they've been fantastic since the first play of the game, and feels like that. I'll show you a great tight end alongside him. That's typically how it works.
Henderson, left side, he's in. Travion Henderson makes it 5 touchdowns for the duo of Stevenson and Henderson today.
You said it before. You said, who's really excited to play at the top of the list?
Right there with Drake May. Going to be Stafford or May. Head-to-head for MVP. Going end zone. Puka Nacua, and just like that, Los Angeles is on the board. Nacua with his 3rd catch of the drive. It's a 14-yard touchdown.
Sean McVay, the main cog in all of that's the MVP candidate quarterback.
Look out for Devontae Adams down here. They give it to Puka Nacua, though, and Nacua breaks tackles and gets his 2nd touchdown. Puka Nacua having himself one heck of a day. His 6th catch of this first half, his 2nd touchdown, and it's 13-0 Rams. Tight end Tremble will motion out of that. Here comes Hubbard, straight into the end zone for the Panther touchdown. Had to have it, and they take advantage.
The Rams still have one more timeout to use.
The 2nd quarter's been a teeter-totter, but both teams trying to break through still. Young steps up, he's got room. Bryce Young tucks it, runs. Bryce Young, touchdown!
Week 13, up until this point,
put a chance in.
Worth noting, Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis. Now, those 2 guards, they've paid a ton of money for these moments to run the ball between the tackles.
Chuba Hubbard straight ahead, over the goal line, touchdown Carolina, Panthers lead.
That's why you go out and spend that money on the interior of your offensive line, because wait till you see Robert Hunt in and out of the lineup, dealing with an injury since we line are closer. It becomes Devontae Adams time.
Stafford has Williams. Kyron Williams puts the Rams back in front. 13 yards, Matthew Stafford to Kyron Williams. Back and forth we go in this fourth quarter, and Matt Stafford again using those eyes to for the Rams. And you start to wonder, are they going to, they don't get this kick to tie it, or would they consider going for it? As aggressive as Canales is. Blitz comes. Young, corner of the end zone. Coker, a dime, a touchdown, a Panther lead.
Jalen Coker is having a coming out party at home.
10 from the 19. Stafford going towards the end zone. Parkinson, what a catch, and a touchdown. Colby Parkinson. The Rams are back in front with 38 seconds.
Wow. You just can't ask a tight end to make a better